room. Yes, you're in the new Providence, where niggas get to snapping like they got no common sense. When we approach with confidence, revoking confidence. His offense limp enough to throw the hardest to the fence. So raw is what he is, you can't stop it like jail runs. And ain't no topping him, he's opposite of well done. Rare without care, put clocks on the line. Comfortable with my flow, it's like I got Crocs on my rhymes. No, rocket science, fuck the.
And we in here.
Ooh, that intro
FO,
is fire.
FO in the building, man. We here, Jay Reed's the Gambler, Silly C with the numbers, and we got Big Earn in the building today. Don't play with Big Earn. You don't mess with Big Earn.
Jay Reed knows all about that.
Messing with my money is like messing with my emotions. And we here to Big Earn today. That's EARN because we earn it. We about to earn this. So let's get it cooking, man. And that would be URN if we was gonna cook something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I flip it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? But we about to Big Earn today. We in the AFC East, so we gonna have a little fun. We're gonna try to get our bills up. Let's start it with the team that won the AFC East last year, the Buffalo Bills.
I got the Bills sitting at minus 150 to come up out the division, and they currently have them sitting at 11 wins. I'm going to have to go ahead and throw the thumbs up on that. Oh, man, I really like the Bills. It was a real spicy team.
You think under 11? All right.
It was a real spicy team last year, man. Josh Allen was in the kitchen cooking with the boy Stephon Diggs. But as far as the storyline time goes, man, I want to get into the young bull who I'm really expecting to step up. The boy Gabriel Davis. Every time I turned around, it seemed like this young man was in the end zone.
Yeah.
I don't have his complete stats, but I know he scored 7 tuds last year. And I'm really expecting him to take another leap this year, man. I also want to get into that backfield, though. And I want to kick a question to Matt, man. It's time for somebody to step up in the backfield. Zach Moss is a little banged up. Devin Singletary had a good showing in preseason. Do you think it is time to draft a Buffalo RB?
I don't think so. Because if Shady ain't back there, then I'm not going to mess with him, man. Zach Moss or Singletary aren't players that I believe in. Now, if you're in a draft and they keep falling and you're in a round and you see them and they're like, ranked like 17 overall and you're in like the 7th round, you're like, just grab the best player available. They could add depth to your running back room, but I wouldn't count on them for anything substantial. I want to swing that to Big Earn, who had the Buffalo Bills at under 11 wins. Why?
I think they're going to be right there or under. Last year, the Patriots didn't have a bunch of their guys playing, especially on defense. Miami has a really strong defense. And ultimately, if we look at the last 2-3 years with Allen at quarterback, he's been their main source of rushing total.
Yeah.
So I think that's just an injury waiting to happen right there.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that he's not going to be around the goal line, vulturing touchdowns once again? But
he will.
They just gave him a big bag, though. Why would they put him in harm's way?
Because they don't have a running back. They've been trying to figure this thing out for 2-3 years, and I think he's an athlete. So when you're playing that game, the instincts take over, man, and you just take off. And I think that is just I think it's just an injury waiting to happen with that team. They're a good team, but I think we have to see it for like one more year just to know that they're a solid team, that they're a for real team that's going to be fighting for a championship every year.
Yeah, okay. Man. I mean, and that's just to come down to like the X factor. And I know me. Look at me. I got orange and blue all around me. Y'all know who I'm gonna say. Emmanuel Sanders, man. He's going to be a huge impact player for the Buffalo Bills. Not only does he play well, but he plays well all the time. He performed in San Francisco. He performed in New Orleans. He performed in Pittsburgh, and he performed in my home city of Denver, Colorado. So I'm looking for him to perform in Buffalo. Cold weather, no problem. They have one of the best coaches in the league, and their young guy, and I don't even remember his name. I'm so sorry. I almost called him just Sean because I figured everybody's name is Sean McVay. But I think it's
Is it Sean
Sean
McDermott?
McDermott.
Sean
That's what I
McDermott.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, so I was close. I was halfway
He was
there.
close.
Cody, can you go ahead and get me all the way there on the Bills, and then we'll keep it pushing into the next team?
Yeah, so I don't know. The Bills, they got Devin Singletary. I like him. He's injury prone, but I do like him. So I feel like he can definitely fill some of the gaps if he can keep himself healthy. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just like that though, with the running quarterback, he that's very dangerous to continue to
It is
run.
dangerous.
Yeah,
And
see, and our conversation's been so great. I've been wanting to just like keep having them, but I do gotta give you the Carfax on Josh Allen. Like I fucked around and got him after I got Aaron Rodgers last year in the league that won the championship, the main league. Fucking, I got him after I got Aaron Rodgers as like an insurance policy, just because it's rushing the upside. So I mean, look to quarterbacks like that you might be able to find sanctum in their rushing upside, but they
Mm-hmm.
might just go ahead and pop off the next year and give you, what did he give me? Like 3 or 4 50-point games? Like he scored 50 on my Broncos. I know he scored 50 a couple more times. It was crazy what Josh Allen did. Let's keep it pushing into the next team that we might give him some competition. That's the New England Patriots.
yeah, so the New England Patriots. Let's start with the over under. I have them at 9.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to say the under in this.
The
I do think
Patriots?
I
Yeah,
do
I'd go
think
at 9. I'll give him 9.
yeah, I
I
give them
give him
9
8.
wins. I
9
just
and
can't
8.
give them 10. I don't give them 10. And with that being said, currently I see the odds for them sitting at plus 3,000 for Super Bowl and plus 1,600 for the AFC Championship. And I think Buffalo's going to run away with the division, so I wouldn't even worry about that piece.
No cap.
Yeah, but as far as that though, last year Cam Newton provided 2,657 passing yards. He's not running anymore. So with that being said, he needs to really step it up and stay healthy for them to even have a chance. And I don't see him being able to produce much. I mean, their highest receiver was Jacoby Myers with 729 yards. And unless Damian Harris can, get going, and I
Is
believe
he
he
about to pop though, Cody? Is Damian Harris about to pop? Can you
I
tell me he's
think
about
he
to pop?
might. I think he might, but
He
he would
might.
be the only way that I think they get over that 9.5 is if he pops.
All right, and Damian Harris might pop, but has James White lost all value in any league? Like James White he's still getting drafted, but has he lost all his value?
Yeah.
He's the
I'm
Ashley
saying that.
Lee of running backs.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I'll give since both of you and Jay Reeves had right around 9 wins, Big Earn and Reeves, I'll give you guys each a quarterback and then see who will lead them to more wins. Either Mac Jones, Jay Reeves, you got Mac Jones, and
Yes.
Big Earn, you got Cam Newton. Who wins a majority of that 9 games? Because they can't split at 9. So who wins a majority of those 9 games?
Cam.
Mm-mm. I like what you did there because I was trying to interrupt to let you guys know that they have better chances of winning a lot more games with Mac Jones at the helm, and also that will step up James White's production and Damian Harris' production because you don't have anybody around the goal line vulturing touchdowns. Now, Mac Jones out here, he was extremely accurate, guys. He wasn't really pushing the ball downfield, but in those little 10 to 15 intermediate routes, he's extremely accurate. He was looking like a Tom Brady prototype. The one thing that did throw me off is this man came up with a knee brace out of nowhere on Monday, and I'm like, they're like, oh, there's nothing to see here. There's no problems. I was like, he's got on a knee brace.
Nothing to see here.
He's young as
Don't
hell.
worry
What the hell is he doing with a knee brace on? But I think Mac Jones will lead them to more wins.
All right, man. And then, why you think Cam might win more, Big
I
Iron?
think like when we look back at it, the first 3 games that Cam started for him before he got COVID, I mean that team was hot. They
Yeah,
beat Miami. I think people remember that Seattle game where they went toe to toe with them, and then they beat Las Vegas, and then Cam got COVID. I think also that defense. Was missing four starters. So I think that's definitely going to help. But then Cam, I think the team is built more for Cam to take advantage of it. Run the ball. You got tight ends for them. Short passes around the line. I just think Cam is the veteran presence that Belichick likes, and I think
definitely. A lot of veteran coaches, like a lot of veteran quarterbacks, so I could see that going that way. While we're with Big Earn, let's keep it with him. What do you think about the
No, wait a second.
Dolphins?
Who won? Wait a second. Who won that fuss right there? Who won that fuss off?
We don't give out dubs. Tell people
Well,
to
I'll
comment
take the dub. I'll
comment
take
on
the
the
dub.
video on who you
I'll
think
take the
won.
dub.
Whoever gets more comments, then like, all right, so comment on the video who you think won. You know what I'm saying? And thumbs
Let's
up
go.
the video, subscribe to the channel. You know what we're doing. Let's kick it over to the big tuna in the division, which is the Dolphins.
All right, so the Dolphins are plus 330 to win the division. And the over under on wins is 9.5, and I'm taking the under on that. They're
Okay, I am too.
yeah. So
Nah.
they Tua
Okay.
for me is the question mark on him, and that's the quarterback. And I think us as Bronco fans know what that means when you don't have a consistent quarterback to put in and week out. That's problems. Last year, a lot of games, you had Tua start, but Fitzpatrick had to come in to finish them. So you can't do that this year. They added Fuller, they added Waddle in the draft, and they also added a couple defensive guys as well. But then again, all that hinges. Their success is going to hinge on Tua, and until I see it, I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under all day. On the offensive line, they lost their center and they lost their tackle. Um, they do have the sixth easiest schedule in the league.
Mhm.
But again, I think Tua is inconsistent. He's shown that last year. Could he be better now? Yeah. I mean, and he probably is. But until I see it, I really don't have much faith in that team.
Yeah, I mean, a comp for Tua might have been Baker Mayfield. We had this conversation earlier with Baker Mayfield. Cody, is Tua rosterable in a fantasy league?
I think he could be because he has that potential of running and getting rushing touchdowns, which is always beneficial in fantasy football. But what's interesting in my eyes is I like Gaskin. I like him a lot. And I think if he can get going, I think he can take some of the pressure off of Tua, which in turn would kind of make it a lot easier for him. But, it's coming off what last year was his rookie year, and this will be his second year. So we'll see if he can progress from that or if he runs into that sophomore slump. So it's yet to be seen.
Yeah, if Tua slumps, you probably got a dump, man. We gonna speak about another team that is in the dumps and has been in the dumps. The New York Jets. I have the numbers on them. That's my team. I got the fourth place team. I'm gonna keep pointing that out. I always gotta go with these whack ass teams. They're over under 6 wins. I got them under 6 wins. All right, man. And
I,
then for their conference, they have plus 1,600 to win. Plus 600, plus 1,600 to win the division, so probably not gonna happen. And plus 6,000 to win the conference, so probably not gonna happen. It is crazy to see a team like the New York Jets, new coach and Robert Saleh. I look forward to see what he could do with his coaching and maybe bringing back that defense that Rex Ryan installed there such a long time ago. They've lost so many key pieces over the last few years, even losing some of their newer guys like Jamal Adams, who has been paid recently. So I guess with the storylines, you could just say Zach Wilson, um, And that's about it. So that's all the storylines I have for the Jets. I'm not going to talk a ton about them. Hashtag that's been going crazy is people being like, show me the lie. So I just want you guys to just show me a win. Jay Reeves, Jets versus Panthers, week 1. Show me a win.
No.
L. Y'all can throw up the L's. How about y'all just show me how many L's? There we go. Other hand, it make it the right way. Use your other hand and make it the right way. Use your right hand, Jay Reeves. Oh, all right. Week 2, fuck you. Week 2 and fuck you. Patriots, Jets, big earn. Do you show me a win? Or do you show me
Absolutely
an
not,
L?
man.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Silly C, show me a win. Jets versus Broncos, week 3. Or show me an L. There we go. Show me a win. Titans versus Jets, Jay Reeves. L. All right, show me a win. Jets versus Falcons in Atlanta. Big earn. That's a L. Show me a win. Jets versus Patriots in Gillette. Cody. L. Bengals visiting the New York Jets. Show me a win, Jay Reeves.
That's where I'm going to have to stop you right there.
All right.
All right. Let me stop you right there. And I do want to say this, man. The Jets are so garbage. They'll probably take a fat L to the Bengals. I wanted to back it up to the Miami Dolphins. Let's just get the Jets up out of here. Because I was the only one who said
no, it's my team.
Listen, I was the only one who said that they would go over 9.5 wins. I want to tell you why. They got the boy Xavier Howard under wraps. Brian Flores is a defensive-minded head coach. They got, on offensive loan, this is an offensive powerhouse. Tua has yet to prove himself, but he is a year removed from that hip flexor, and I think he's going to take leaps and bounds this year, man. They got to 10 wins last year with that supporting cast of wide receivers, Waddle, Devontae Parker. They even got the boy Albert Wilson coming back. It's going to be nasty, man. Malcolm Brown, Salvin Ahmed in the backfield, along with the gas can, Myles Gaskin. I'm telling you, man, the Dolphins are going to get over 10 wins. The Bengals are going to beat the Jets. Let's move on.
All right, I let him get that rant off, but now that we could talk about the team I was talking about, what do y'all think about the Jets? You know what I'm saying? Anything to talk about here? Or are we talking about nothing? I'll let him back in, but he was in timeout real quick.
The Jets today lost their big splash signing of the offseason, Carl Lawson. He's done torn Achilles. I think they also lost a safety as well. You know, this is a guy that they gave $15 million to per year. So that's a big loss right there. I think as far as Wilson goes, the quarterback, I think he was probably the most overrated quarterback coming out. The guy, you know, came from nowhere. During the COVID season, he played against some scrubs. That's for sure, and that's where he got his numbers from. You know, the guy has a lot to learn, and I don't see him winning two to three games this year total.
All right. Well, you know, there are two sides of the story, and some people could say he played against some scrubs, but I didn't see any BYU wide receivers going early in the draft, so he might have played with some scrubs too. Cody, is Zach Wilson a product of playing against scrubs, or was he playing good with scrubs?
He's playing against scrubs. He also had scrubs. I mean, he didn't have like any top players in the country or anything, but he's not really going to get too much improvement from the team he has currently. What does intrigue me though is they do got Corey Davis, so I do think that piece could, and Crowder, that piece could make it a little more. you know, he's his favorite person.
Is Crowder about to pop? Man, me and Jay Reeves been having this conversation for years. Jay Reeves always used to call me like, Crowder about to pop. Crowder never popped, man. And just saying Jay Reeves see Crowder, I popped this whole cast bubble. We about to go ahead and just shut this one down, man. That was that AFC. Go ahead.
If I could add one thing. So going back to college, Zach Wilson, the year when he got drafted, he had 33 touchdowns that year.
Yes.
The year before, 11. The year before that, 12.
Wow.
So, yes. So I think he's the bust of this draft class.
Ooh.
Yeah, he needs to step his game up, but maybe getting with the Jets, maybe he could take flight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what I did there. But y'all know what we do here. Make sure if you fuck with us, subscribe to the channel so you stuck with us. FO.
Boom!